Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below. It's got my social media. And it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. There are too few times that it should be considered smart to attack someone in a jail cell if you're a cop. Yeah, this one's going to be a fun story. Well, former Daleville Police Department Sergeant Ryan Phillips did just that, which is now going to see him in a prison cell. He actually got off light, but that won't matter as he will most likely be an administrative separation to keep him from being attacked himself. And from listening to some of these prisoners, former prisoners online, admin separation is not the easiest thing to go through. So 16 months of this should be fun. This is another case of cops needing to be trained on how to handle their own emotions. A really sad part of the situation is that we have so many people wanting to defund police, but there is a spending priority I believe we need. We need police to understand that they need to find ways to constructively relieve stress. This requires someone attached to these law enforcement organizations who specialize in recognizing when someone is stressed to bad levels. That may sound like a waste of money, but it would save money from trials and the millions paid to victims. Now, here, by the way, all this in my Substack link down below so you can do your own research. Here, via a DOJ press release, is the sentencing and crime information. So, a former Alabama sergeant was sentenced today to 16 months in prison and 2 years of supervised release for assaulting an arrestee. Ryan Phillips, 42, a former sergeant with the Daleville, Alabama Police Department, previously pled guilty to one count of depriving an arrestee of his civil rights. During his plea, Phillips admitted that in March 2022, after a verbal dispute, he willfully used unreasonable force against an arrestee after he removed his badge and firearm, entered the victim's jail cell, and struck the victim in the upper body and face multiple times. Phillips further admitted that he had no legitimate law enforcement purpose for engaging in this conduct, and the victim suffered bodily injury, including multiple lacerations and bruises to the face and chest. So, here, via another DOJ press release, is how Phillips got somewhat of a reprieve. Okay. A sentencing hearing will be scheduled at a later date. Phillips faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence based on U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. So, yeah, the 16 months that he got, turns out he could have been in there a whole lot longer. I bet part of it was the simple fact of that every judge knows that a former police officer is going to be facing admin separation the entire time. And what admin sep is, from everything that I've researched, that's when you're put into an isolated jail cell. In other words, 23 hours a day, pretty much, you are in a jail cell to protect you or others. And you only get like an hour out in the yard, and you're rarely ever in the jail or in the prison yard with anybody. Or if you are, it's going to be people that they know that they can somewhat trust. That's the situation this man's facing. Now look, I am not trying to be a champion for Phillips. What I am trying to be a champion of is us fixing a broken system. I think that people should know exactly what's going to happen. I think people should hear the truth about the entire situation. That's also why I am one of those that champion putting a person trained in psychological whatevers in with the police have them monitor the police, not necessarily the people that are getting arrested, even though that's a different topic altogether for another day. But we need police officers who are getting told, hey, maybe you need to take a day off and go fishing or go build something or whatever kind of stress relief that they go through. Or perhaps they just need to sit down and talk with somebody that can understand what they're going through. Any of those things. A police officer is needing to be trained in recognizing for themselves that they're getting a little too stressed. And if not, then have somebody there that can help them go, hey, maybe you need to calm down a little bit and help facilitate that. Now, that, like I said before, that might sound like a waste of money, but this guy went into a jail cell and he beat a guy. Now, I don't know how badly. I try to research that. I don't know how badly this guy was beaten. But that's the stupidity of this situation. We need cops that know how to fix their problems constructively. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. It's been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.